Hi everyone, what I'm going to share with you all today is how to apply an eye cream the correct way, just to make sure that when you're putting your eye cream on, you're doing everything right. So I'm just going to show you the proper technique on how to apply it. If you're new here, I've been a beauty and spa therapist for over 20 years now, so I've spent a lot of time doing facials and working in the beauty and wellness industry. So if you're new here, I'd love it if you could subscribe and follow along if you love skincare, wellness and spas. So we're going to share with you all how to apply an eye cream the correct way, as I said. So first of all, you're just going to grab your eye cream. The one that I'm using just now, I've been using for about, I think, 4 months now. It's lasted so long. Is the chamomile and carrot seed eye cream from White Rabbit Natural Skincare. So whatever eye cream you have at home, or if you are looking for one, I would recommend this is a great one. It's lasted so long and it's all natural ingredients. I would say when it comes to eye creams, it's one of those things where prevention's better than cure, so probably the earlier you start the better, before you do start developing lines and wrinkles around the eye area. So for myself personally, I'm 41 now, so when I did start, I did probably start when I was about 21, and I was getting obviously into beauty and I trained as a therapist. So I would say that maybe early 20s if you wanted to start, but I would always say go for a very gentle, soothing, calming, natural one. When you have got very young skin, maybe when you're older you might be looking for something that's a wee bit more advanced if you already have lines and wrinkles that have developed. Yeah, just as long as you're using something around the eye area, then prevention's better than cure when it comes to lines, wrinkles, puffiness, dark circles. I'll share with you some tips as well if you do have anything like that today, and ways that you can improve the overall look of the eye area as well, so it stays youthful and healthy looking for as long as possible. So for the eye cream, whatever you've got at home, this one I'm using is just, like I said, very natural. You're just going to take, the rule of thumb when it comes to an eye cream is the size of a grain of rice. So this is probably the very most I would use, as you can see, about that amount there. And when you apply your eye cream, you're going to use your ring finger, which is obviously this one here, because that has the lightest pressure when you're using it. So any other fingers can be a wee bit more heavy-handed. So when you're working around the eye area, you want to be as gentle and delicate as possible. The skin around the eye area is only a quarter thickness of the skin on the rest of your face. So it's very thin and very transparent and very delicate, so we want to be gentle when we're working around it. So like I said, you're just going to use about the size of a grain of rice, which I would say was no more than that. This is going to do both eyes, so I'm just going to show you the technique that I would do when applying an eye cream to a client or myself, to make sure that you're doing it the right way at home as well. So this is going to go on both eyes, like I said. So usually I would just spread that onto both fingers, just so there was an equal amount, about that much. And when you do put it around the eye area, quite a good guide is if you just kind of gently press the dots. You're just going to start on the outside of the eye here, where you can follow along the bone. You don't want to put your eye cream under here, because that can cause puffiness and dark circles, because obviously it would just sit under the skin. Whereas when you feel the bone under your eye and just right around, that's where you're going to put the product down, and then it's going to work its way up to where it needs to be. So I'll just show you where I would be applying it. So I'll just put wee dots down just to give you an idea where your eye cream would be getting placed. And then I usually would just go right round. So if you think of like a circle, if you can see that, where I've placed that down, and I'll do the same on the other side. So again, you're starting where you can feel the bone, just on the outside corner. If you can see where I'm just kind of placing those dots down, there's very little on the very little amount of product that I've used, as you can see as well. So what the mistake some people make is they actually put too much product on, and then, as I said, that can cause puffiness, dark circles. It's just too much product for under the eye area, and it's just going to lie under there. So maybe that's a little mistake that you're currently making at the moment, is you're just overloading it and putting too much on. And sometimes that's just, some people think maybe if I put more on it's going to look better, but less is more when it comes to eye cream. So that's another tip, less is more. So you're going to use the size of a grain of rice, less is more. And when you apply it, like I said, just dot it on just round the eye area. I'm just kind of showing you it this way to show you how much and how little you do need on the area and the placement of it. And then you're just going to, using your ring finger again, you're just going to gently sweep round in a circle. You can spend a few minutes massaging on the outer corner here. So if you can see where I'm kind of massaging that part of the eye there. And then you're just going to go round wherever you feel the bone, the eye socket almost, and just work your way around there in a circle. And like I said, just using the ring finger just to massage the product into the skin. So this is probably the easiest way to show you, just to kind of do circles around the eyes on the bone. You'll be able to feel it yourself where the bone is around the eye area. And then again at the other side. So you're just going to massage into the outer corner here, and then just gently just pushing the product around the eye area. And yeah, you're just going to want to do this morning and night. If you can only do it once a day, depending on how much time you've got, I would say in the evenings is perfect. It's a perfect time to apply your eye cream. I would always recommend twice a day if you can, because if you're in the habit of looking after your skin and you're moisturising your skin twice a day, morning and evening, then that is even more beneficial if you can. So I hope you found that video helpful today, just sharing some tips, the best way to apply your eye product. If you did find it helpful, please leave a thumb up, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more beauty tips, if you want to see more tutorials. Here I share beauty, skincare, spas and wellness, which is what I really love and which is what my background is in. So if you are new here, I'd love it if you could subscribe. You can also find me over on Instagram at Scottish Beauty and Spa Guide, where I share a lot of tutorials over there as well, and on TikTok. And I hope you enjoyed this video today, and you can check out my other videos, and I'll link everything below if you were wanting to try this eye cream. I have had this one for about 4 months now, and there's loads left in it, as you can see. So if you were on the lookout for a very gentle, effective one that's going to last, this one was quite reasonable. It wasn't overly expensive. So sometimes the way to think about it is, it's not, sometimes people spend a lot of money on an eye cream thinking, oh, the more expensive ones are going to be really, really more beneficial. But to be honest, it's more about the daily habit and routine of putting an eye product around your skin. So it's more about just getting into the routine first and just using something that's natural, gentle and soothing. So if you did want to try this one, I'll link it below in the description box, and you'll also get 20% off with my discount code, which I'll put in the description box as well. And yeah, I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.